Mike Tannenbaum, former general manager in the NFL, had this to say about Baker Mayfield and his extension. This is from Good Morning Football on the NFL Network.
When you look at Kevin Stefanski's track record, they won in Minnesota with Case Keenum. They won with Kirk Cousins. Baker Mayfield is very much a replaceable part. He's had one productive season out of three. That is not greatness at the quarterback position. So at best, he is the fifth best quarterback in the AFC. The other point that bears noting is injuries can be hugely consequential for the Cleveland Browns. Odell Beckham, Jadeveon Clowney, they have to play in 17 games for this team to be productive. And in the second round, Cleveland drafted Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from Notre Dame. If he could stay healthy, he could be an impact player. But those three players need to play 17 games to give Cleveland a chance to go deep in the playoffs.
Let's bring back in Dan Labbe. And Dan, did they say that Matt Ryan is, a replaceable, interchangeable part in Kyle Shanahan's offense? You can put all kinds of labels on guys. I don't think anybody really knows exactly what Baker Mayfield is as an NFL quarterback for certain yet.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it just goes back to this idea of, what's your alternative, right? So he mentioned Case Keenum, that Kevin Stefanski won with Case Keenum. Well, then they let Case Keenum walk immediately after that. And he signed a big money contract in Denver. Denver traded him to Washington. Washington let him go. I mean, that's kind of how this works. If you have a guy that you trust, if you have a guy that you believe can run your system, if you have a guy that can excel in your system, what's your alternative? Are you going to hand the keys over to Case Keenum? Are you going to dip into free agency? You look at a situation like the Rams. Yeah, they extended Jared Goff. It didn't work out, but then they eventually flipped him for Matthew Stafford. And so maybe you can get lucky like that. I just think Baker Mayfield has shown you enough in this system that if you want to make that commitment to him, and if 3 or 4 years from now you're kind of stuck and you need to go make that Matthew Stafford type deal that the Rams made, okay. But I just don't know that there's a lot of alternatives out there if you don't just ride with Baker Mayfield right now. And frankly, if he plays like he did in the second half of the season, all these conversations are going to sound foolish.
Yeah, and the flip side of it is everybody points to Wentz and Goff, and I get it. They hit into a tough spot. They both also went to the Super Bowl, or their teams went to the Super Bowl while they were the starting quarterback. Browns fans in the Browns front office will sign up for that. They will take that. I guarantee it.